So this message, this PSA is for any Gene Keys people out there, particularly those who came to my channel, perhaps from Unlock Your Design, the UYD platform, where there was a codon ring exploration class, or during the transit calls, I was connecting the Hebrew letters to codon rings. Anyway, however you got here and your interest is in codon rings and the relationship to Hebrew letters, I'm here to tell you, oops. In my research, in trying in connecting or trying to find what amino acids are connected with the Hebrew letters, I found three different correlations from three different people, teachings, and I had them all, neatly lined out in my notes. Well, not so neatly, because in those videos where I've talked about, okay, this Hebrew letter is connected to, the codon ring of life and death, that was the wrong correlation. And I don't want to say wrong, but those correlations don't appear to be what Richard Rudd will perhaps be using in the future, his correlations. So the correlations that I've used in those videos and in the teachings on UYD are based off of J.J. Hertock's work. He received channeled work from Metatron, and Metatron gave him the amino acids connected to particular Hebrew letters. But there is also someone else's work more directly related with occult teachings. I don't know what that means. Steve Krakowski, his work and the connection of Hebrew letters, amino acids, that appears to be what Richard Rudd is using. And I can only say that based on some of the material or images that he has used in the past, many years ago, around 2012, 2010, on his website or the One Door Land website. It appears that he will be using those correlations. So why am I telling you this? So if you came to this channel to link codon rings to Hebrew letters in those videos I've done, those are not the Richard Rudd correlations. However, I have created an entire document of the 22 Hebrew letters, their connection to the gene keys, and I've done that for the J.J. Hertock correlations. But I'm going to be making another document, a revised document that has the Richard Rudd / Steve Krakowski correlations and information connected to it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm just saying that what I put out there in the past doesn't appear to be what Richard Rudd will be using in the future. However, we don't know what Richard Rudd will do with these codon rings in the future. He's, he says he'll do something in 2027. And he's probably not even linking Hebrew letters, because that's just not his thing. And where am I going with this point? And who's to say, and there's also a third correlation that I found a little chaotic, so I'm not even including it in the mix. But the two correlations that I found, I just both fit beautifully. And who's to say who is right? I know that many people hang on every word that Richard Rudd puts out, but and you may not realize that everything he has put out is based on the backs of everyone else, somebody else's work, or another theosophy's work, or ancient traditional teachings. So who's to say what correlations are correct? So I think just play with them, and I'll do my best to, I think I might have a comparative study group of which correlations feel the best. If you're interested in linking the Hebrew letters with the codon rings, but even the amino acids with the codon rings, like which one feels best. Anyway, I will prepare a document and maybe I'll have that for a small gift of gratitude fee, because it is a very comprehensive document that pulls in many other systems, that just talks about these numbers, like more speaking to the numbers and the gene keys and how they all fit together as numbers, or the Hebrew meaning of numbers. Anyway, all for now. Bye.